really getting into these old Jay Dilla instrumentals. On the real, I really wasn't a Jay Dilla fan, I guess. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I didn't know I was a fan. I loved a lot of his beats that he created. But I didn't know I was a fan. I didn't know all the stuff that he did. Jay Dilla was deep. I'm late on his shit, I'll admit. I don't know all music. I know a certain genre of music. Actually, I know certain generations of music. But everything I do not know. And I did not know Jay Dilla was this deep. Yeah, Jay Dilla was funky. Rest in power to that brother. So, we are in a culture. And this is the BlackWatch. You know it's the BlackWatch. I mean, you know, I told you. If you see the red hat, that's a clue. Usually I have something written across the hoodie, but this is a new hoodie, you know. Shout out to my girl. She was at the grocery store, and I asked her because, you know, they always like to take the fat dudes' hoodies and the fat dudes' sweats first, even though they don't really fit them. Be a 1X motherfucker getting into a 3X hoodie. Be a small motherfucker getting into a motherfucking 2X pants. And, you know, I'm not a perfectly built motherfucker, you know, to most people's standards. I think I'm perfectly built. I'm moving around in this bitch perfectly, so I'm perfectly built. But I'm a 3X top and I'm a 2X bottom, okay? So, you know, I don't get matching shit. So sometimes I have to go to a couple stores if I want to get pants here, hoodies there, whatever. But she just happened to be there getting some puppy pads. You know, our dogs and shit wouldn't piss on the pads and wouldn't shit on the pads that she had got. They don't like Sam's Club pads. They like Myers pads. So something that Sam Walton people doing, they don't make the dogs piss and shit on the pads. So she had to go to Myers and get the motherfucking pads that they'll shit and piss on. I mean, motherfucking dogs is wild animals and shit. You got a lot of motherfucking nerve that you pick and choose what you gonna piss and shit on. The fact that we don't throw your monkey ass outside and make you piss and shit in the cold. These dogs don't even have to go out into the elements. They are the most pampered motherfuckers out. Out! So that's why she was in Myers, and when she was in Myers getting some puppy pads, she went over to the men's section and found me a hoodie. So it's a beautiful hoodie. You know, no nothing on it. You know, I don't know about getting nothing on it. I gotta have some plain stuff. I can't have, you know, the leaf on everything I wear. You know, sometimes I gotta have something that I can be more professional in. You know, I wouldn't wear the thing like with the leaf on. I wouldn't wear that to like a parent-teacher conference or something like that. Even though some of the parents and the teachers like to conference with me. And it's all good, you know. As I tell everybody, it's legal now, y'all. Y'all was doing it before it was legal and you couldn't say nothing about it. You can say something about it now. Technically, they can't fire you, but there's some places that will fire you. And being a teacher, you might get fired. They find out you smoking. Or eating. Or drinking. They could just do a random drug test. You test positive, they can disqualify you. I don't know what's in the contract. I don't know if you can be disqualified as a teacher if it's in your contract, you know, if you test positive for narcotics. Because there's no reason to test you, and they just randomly test you. You got the shit in your blood. That's my business. Shit's legal. Here's my medical marijuana card. What you gonna do? Or if you get into an accident in a school vehicle, then you test positive, then they got something to hang on you. See, I get all that. I get all the politics of all that. I get all that. So, I said all that not to say this. But we are in a culture now that people talk about shaming. Everything is shaming. If you say something adverse about somebody, you are shaming them, you know. And it comes across with, you know, some personal shit, you know, a person's big or you're fat shaming them. You know, a person doesn't know how to dress, you're fashion shaming them. You know, if they can't spell, you're literacy shaming them. You know, I mean, can't read and write, you know, you're orating shame. I don't know, man. I mean, what I've learned is pretty much you do anything nowadays, and if it doesn't acquiesce with what a motherfucker is or does, you are shaming them. And I'm sorry, but sometimes you're just calling shit the way it is. It's not causing someone to be shameful. And I'm not telling people that do fucked up shit out here to be shameless, because some people need to be shamed. Some people deserve to be shamed. But everything isn't shaming. Everything isn't degrading. Sometimes it's just calling it what it is, because you want to see a motherfucker do better. You're not shaming them by calling cats cats. That's not shaming. That's not shaming at all. But the only reason I'm making this motherfucking video here, not because of that, because I couldn't give, I'm getting better, couldn't give less than a fuck about whether a motherfucker thinks I'm shaming somebody or not, because I don't talk about people like that. I don't shame people. Just like, you know, I'm a big motherfucker. Been a big motherfucker all my life. I was a bigger motherfucker though. And people shamed me for being big. Now, I've always had a slick tongue, so motherfuckers really didn't get all up in me because, you know, I kick back verbally. You know, I could always kick back. But there's a lot of motherfuckers out here who are morbidly obese, and I'm talking like really, really problematic situations, and they don't have the mouthpiece. They don't have the courage. So they take that shit, and that is shaming when you talk about a morbidly obese person and, you know, for them who they are, you know you're not going to get any resistance on them, and you keep beating them up because of a situation that causes them to feel less than. Because just because you're morbidly obese don't mean you less than in society. And I know people feel like they're less than when they're overweight. And you're not less than. You shouldn't feel ashamed because you are overweight. Your abundance does not give people a reason to degrade you, and a right to degrade you, and a privilege to degrade you. So don't you ever feel like you are less than because you weigh more than. I'm here to tell you that. If don't nobody else tell you that, I'm here to tell you that. And send them bitches to me. Tell them to pull up. Tell them to pull up to another fat nigga. Because see, I don't let people talk about other people who have weight problems. You ain't gonna do that shit. Unless you're trying to help the motherfucker get better, get the fuck out their face. Get the fuck out their face. I'm quick to talk about it. Because I don't give a fuck. But the shaming thing is something that, the reason, like I said, I'm making this video, I keep getting off my point, but I be really right on my point, but I just be a little off my point. That's why this is the BlackWatch. I do this the way I need to do this. I do this way, because I'm in traffic, and I'm looking at shit, so sometimes my mind get a little going a little another direction. I'm in traffic. It's Saturday night, and there's a lot of motherfuckers out here tonight. I don't know why there's so many motherfuckers out here tonight. Where they going? Where are these motherfuckers? I mean, I know I left the shop and I'm going to the crib. But, well, by way of Red Robin, because I got to get Natty some food. But, you know, I don't know where everybody else going. It's like, oh, you know what? It's the holiday season shopping. I get it. Saturday night, yeah, I get it. Okay. So the reason I'm doing this video is because I heard some shit on a motherfucking video. And the motherfucker was talking about them girls that was twerking in the restaurant in Texas. Now, I'm not here to talk about who was right and who was wrong in this. I'm here to talk about the video that I watched, because now I can't find the motherfucker. I was on an unsubscribed account, so it didn't keep a memory of the video, because I wasn't on my YouTube shit that, you know, you gotta pay for and shit. I wasn't on that. And the girl was like, yeah, they should have been talking about them girls. And, you know, I get tired of all these people. Listen, fuck with me on this. I get tired of these people always out here hoe shaming. Motherfuckers always want to be slut shaming. Let her live her thought life. Okay. Fuck it. She said 3 things. Hoe, slut, and thought. And she was mad because the lady in the video was twerking, and she had been told not to twerk by the restaurateur. And she was mad because he was prohibiting her to live her whole life. He inhibited her slut life. He was trying to put a stoppage to her thought life. Now, I'm sorry, but I did not know that there was such a thing as whole life, slut life, thought life. I didn't know that. I mean, I know there's some hoes and some sluts, and you know, the new generation word is thought. We never said that shit over. Everybody want to acronym everything. That's why thought is here. Hoes and sluts, whatever. That's what they was. Now they thoughts. She was disenchanted with the fact that people was talking about her, always slut shaming, hoe shaming, thought shaming. Come on, man. If you a hoe and you a slut and you a thought, aren't you already shamed? I mean, come on now. Who proudly is a hoe? Who proudly is a thought? Who proudly is a slut? Who is that? Who wake up every morning, get them a bowl of frosting flakes, be like, I'm gonna go out here and be the best hoe I can be. Today is my day. Ain't nobody hoe gonna out-hoe me. Ain't nobody slut gonna out-slut me. I am the thottiest. Are you fucking kidding me? Motherfuckers are out here saluting hoes, sluts, and thoughts? Real shit. Real shit. Fucked up, man. I didn't have it. And it was one of them videos that'd be like the girls be talking in the beginning, you know, and they got the bundle ads and all that shit. Man, fuck. The video resurface again. I hope it will. Or somebody else. Because there's people actually commending the twerkers. Like, they're upset that the twerkers were reprimanded for twerking in a public eatery. I mean, you got your ass all up in the air. And I know the track was throw that ass in a circle, but I already told you, some of them mini refrigerator ass built bitches, they wasn't throwing their ass in a circle. They was throwing it in a rectangle. And they shouldn't be nobody's slut. And they shouldn't be nobody's hoe. And they shouldn't be nobody's thought. Because they built like somebody's grandmama. These motherfuckers out here got it fucked up. Got mad because they called a hoe a hoe. Got mad because they called a slut a slut. Got mad because they said that thought is wrong. Identifying as a thought seems bad enough. But I didn't realize that thoughts weren't ashamed of being thoughts. So now you can shame a thought? I thought a thought would be already shamed. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind here, man. I'm losing my mind here. That black culture is the only culture where you can do some detrimental shit and be saluted for it. You can be elevated for it. I was watching my brother TD today, and he said, black culture is the only culture that you can do fucked up shit and get a trophy for it. You don't hear about Latinos that are in the entertainment world doing detrimental shit, writing music and about detrimental shit and being elevated in their homeland. Gangster rappers have dinner with the president of the United States. In other country, if you're a gangster, they're trying to constantly kill you, capture you, apprehend you. In the United States, you're lauded. You're lauded. I don't get it. There's no such thing as shaming someone who's already shameful. You can't shame them. They're already a detriment. And you shame someone that's out here and they have a situation going on and they can't help it, that's shaming someone. You can't shame someone who purposely does wrong shit. They're already shameful. Some people that do wrong things, they can't help themselves. So they need help. They don't need shaming. But the way y'all do it, the way y'all see it, a motherfucker can literally do dead ass wrong shit and you motherfuckers are good with it. And if you say something wrong, you say something wrong, you get jumped on more than the motherfucker who does something wrong. Regular ones. Yeah. Voice text don't work. Oh, let me see something. Voice text ain't working. This is the third time I tried it. I'm gonna get off here because I actually gotta go knock on the door so I can get back to the car. Voice text ain't work. Phone froze. I hate being in these areas where it's the fucking sticks. And it's really just right outside the city. They just ain't got no fucking Wi-Fi in this bitch. So now my text don't go and now my cursor's just locked. So yeah. Shaming? No, it's not shaming. When a motherfucker's wrong. When a motherfucker's wrong, you just calling a cat a motherfucking cat. But if somebody is struggling with somebody and you feel the need to down them about it, that's shaming. Get it right, motherfuckers. Because you look stupid out here saluting a hoe, saluting a slut, saluting a thought. It's a BlackWatch. I'm a black man, and I watch shit. I've literally just watched my phone freeze up. Yeah, I gotta knock on this door. Gotta go. One love.